You know, this cable rail the country thing, you know, I'm thinking you could really kind of amplify the kind of play on words if you actually only rode in trains to your destination.
Oh, because of the rail thing?
The rail. You could tie it all together. You're leaving some on the table.
So you'd be willing to pick us up from the train station is what you're saying?
Cable, rail,
See how
Adam, I trust you that this is never going to make it in the video.
Save the tortoises, save the tortoises. We're in North Carolina right now with Perkins Builder Brothers. We're following Jaime Perkins right now. Came and met us at our hotel. He's nice enough to show us the way because apparently we're going to the middle of nowhere to do this cable railing job. Today we're going to be using the REVO system. The REVO system is going to be our most minimalistic system, so you're really not going to see a lot of the components for today's install. It's a little bit more tricky to install just because you're having to drill all the way through your post whenever you're installing your tensioners and your end stops, but it's still really easy to do and it looks awesome. So REVO system is the way we're going today. We've got a great weather window this week. It's a really neat house that we're doing. It's in the middle of nowhere in the Smoky Mountains, right up here near Bryson City, North Carolina. It's gonna be awesome. Cable rail the country. Rock and roll.
I hope, you know, when you picked up that turtle, I hope you put him on the right side of the road.
I did.
You sure?
On the right.
Well, I mean, it's not just the right.
He was going to the right.
Okay. I've heard whatever way they're going, you better take them that direction.
You can't confuse them.
Or they'll just turn around and cross the road right again as soon as you leave. No, actually, I thought you were going to pick them up and throw them in your cooler and make some stew out of them or something.
I'm from Louisiana, but I'm not that from Louisiana. Okay. Exactly what they can kind of need to do. So like this. How are you? All right.
You're in the stainless. Here, I got a question. The orientation of this joint here. Now, in the past, we've done this board up and through, and then this is butt to butt. Now, the tension on the cable is going to pull on this piece. Now, depending on how long your fastener is it going to get through this and into the corner and into the framing?
No. No, the fastener's just going to go on just this board.
Okay.
So we want to make sure that this board's connection to the framing or to the siding is good. The amount of tension you put on the cable skyrockets on a run that short. So we're just going to get them to where they're nice and rigid and they're going to be done.
Okay.
So as long as the middle is fastened, you know, as well, then it should be good to go.
Okay. I don't really have access to the kind of materials that you guys have, you know, and the quantities that you do. But I kind of want to be like you guys in my own way. So I was going to cable rail the county. All right. It's a little smaller scale, kind of the same vibe though, you know. So I brought all my leftover parts, you know, wow. And I got a roll of cable too.
It looked really clean too.
So I'm not sure how much of the county I can do with just the 1/2 of a roll.
So are you?
But maybe you could give me some tips on how to get this going.
So are you saying that you're going to try and compete with the new series, Cable Rail the County?
Yeah. I got these awesome cutters. They're got all these components, different ones. You just screw them together. See?
It's easy.
Yeah.
You seem to be a real expert on this.
You know, plastic on up. I don't want to take them home. I bet you'll figure.
No, we're
I think John has got most of these marked, like ready to go.
no, these are.
Oh yeah, he's all Wahlberg on that.
Hey, I'm cable railing the country, boy.
Yeah,
there you are.
That's right.
What if you had a show and you went around the country and you guys put cable rails on the deck?
So something like Cable Rail the Country.
And you called it Cable Rail in the Country?
Well, that's kind of exactly what we're doing today is Cable Rail the Country. And we're doing it with Perkins Builder Brothers, who also have a YouTube channel called Perkins Builder Brothers.
That's it.
Thanks for the plug.
Yeah. So we're up here in North Carolina. As you can see, they've been working on this house and doing this series. We got the rest of the crew back there marking and working on some posts and stuff. And yeah, we're going to get this install done. Can't wait to show you.
Say something about it? Yeah. we want to be able to install the cable rail on this angled section here for the stairs, but I don't have my stairs. And the stairs is actually what I'm going to reference for the height of this bottom cable. And the angle of the stairs will be determined by the nosing from this nosing to this nosing. And you can see I don't even have all my framing in place here. So this is something I do almost all the time, is I build little pieces to mock up the actual pieces so that it looks like it's finished so I can take my measurements. So this is going to represent the decking. It's going to hang off 1 inch, and I'll actually screw that down to make sure it doesn't move. This one will hang off 1 inch, and then we can install the cable crossing the very front edge of the nosing. It'll actually touch. I want it to touch so that it can be as low as possible so that this triangle under here is as small as possible.
There's an exception for the size of your gap here. Usually it's a 4-inch sphere. Can't fit through the cable. Sphere. Or horizontal or vertical balusters. But in this case, it's a 6-inch is what the code is in this area. It may be different where you live, by the way.
Do you have a 6-inch sphere?
No.
Oh no. Now I have my mock-up pieces installed, and you can see when I put a straight edge across here, the overhang on the nosing on the deck and each step are actually in line. I don't have one on the bottom, but actually the bottom one doesn't matter for the sake of the cable rail because it's only between the 2 posts here. So now I'm ready to mark a line on the bottom, and then we're gonna measure between here and the top to find out how we can divide our spacing to get a code passing spacing that looks as close to the flat runs as possible. That's my goal, is to match it as close as I can, although it will be different somewhat because of the angle. The first time I did the cable rails on a stairway, I stepped back and looked at it when I was done and realized that the cables were running like 1 inch lower and steeper than the handrail, and it didn't match. All my work was worth nothing. I had to take it all apart. So it's worth thinking about and getting it right the first time.
People get worried about drilling their holes in their posts and stuff because it's 6x6, you know how my hole is going to be. Well, the way we like to do it is we mark all of our posts on one side, all the posts on the other side. But whenever you do, you got to make sure that your top rails, because you're measuring from the underside of your top rail down,
yes,
you just want to make sure that those marks and your top rails are the same height. But all you're really doing, you're just getting your bit nice and lined up. And drill just about halfway. And what I think about is, like, I'm only having to drill a relatively straight hole, about 3 inches. And I just come to this side,
6-inch post,
and do the same thing over here. And the holes meet just like that, and you're done. And what you end up with is a super clean entry hole on this side, so you don't get any blowout, and your holes always meet in the middle. That's the most important part.
And I say, well, it would be tempting to buy like a 9-inch long bit.
Yeah, it would be.
And try to send it all the way in one shot. But I would say if you started over there, you might come out
exactly
1 inch off your spot here, easy.
The most important thing is that your entry points are exactly the same. So even if you are off like a little bit inside the post, as long as the holes meet, on the outside of the post it looks fantastic, and on the inside of the post your cable is running right through. So
that's a good
no problem.
I'm telling you what, it's a difficult place to film stuff out here. Somebody's always
You need a reamer on these. Some of them are jammed up pretty good. So a lot of times I sharpen drill bits and other things that need sharpened right there on the tailgate of my truck with a grinder with a cutoff disc, you know, the really thin ones. You can sharpen almost anything on your tailgate with a cutoff disc and a grinder.
So I just try and kind of get them all laid out kind of straight, and just as long as they're not like have a big like rat tail on them, and then you just lay them all down.
How do these work? Is this like just screw them on in? I can't hear Jason anymore. Oh,
dude, that's a good idea.
That's gonna work. You know, that's something I've not seen. Jono, you might be, look, having the like the ear decor like in your ear. Ooh. That is something I've never seen.
I should gauge my ear canals.
Yeah.
Is it good for
I've got one up on the electricity.
Looks like you got a cable pinching right through your head. 4 hours later, hey, look, I got you.
Sharp, but
if this is gonna be an honest documentary of what's happening here, you gotta know that lunchtime comes really early on our job site. Like sometimes 10:30, and today is one of those days where we're gonna just call it right now, lunchtime.
Hey, I think it's lunchtime.
Exactly.
So whenever you swage this, what you do is you line that. You want to line it right up there in the jaw. And then you can either put this on a solid surface or on your hip. You just close it once. And then you just slightly open it, rotate it so about 90 degrees or so. And then you just swage it again. And it's done. Nice. Yep.
We can tack a little, like a 3/4 spacer on top to just raise them up a little. I think it might look better to raise them up 3/4, Jamie.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I'll just cut a chunk of 3/4, just like Advantech or something.
How deep are they?
Stick a tape in this one.
Yeah, I think see how deep it is.
With it being a 6x6, we're going to kind of recess. We're going to cut the cable a little bit longer so that the stud is going to come out the backside. So what you would do is you pull the cable tight, you mark the cable right at the rim of the hole, and you'll see that's your first mark, right? And then what you do is, I'll estimate it. You can measure it if you want, but about 2 inches past it. You mark it again there. Where's my, can you hand me that cable cutter, John? That's your first mark at the point where the cable was basically entering into the hole in the post. Your second mark is to recess it. So then what you do, you put your wood post protector on now, then your stud goes on, then you would crimp this, but as you can see, it should go, all the cables in there. There's a bunch of wood in there. Why is it not going through?
Oh, there is a bunch of trash in there.
Yeah. It's good now. Well, it's because it's...
Do you want me to do the blowhole?
There.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I didn't know you had...
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was awesome.
You caught that.
I didn't bring the air compressor. I had so much other junk in the truck and I thought, we don't need to shoot nails with a nail gun. Who puts in cable rails with a nail gun? It made sense to me, but now we got dust everywhere. What a drag.
Oh, you cut those at the right height.
Well, I could have done that.
Did you not?
No, I didn't. What's up? Man, we need to get out of here. Can we get paid now?
Saw it off.
And this is threaded here, huh?
It is, and that'll get
That right there.
covered up with that guy. Pretty beautiful system.
So Tyler, as you can see, eyeballs what he's doing.
Yeah,
You can
he
see by
does.
the different lengths.
And it doesn't matter as much on the through post because you don't see the tensioner.
The real way to do it
So OCD
would be to pull the cable tight, mark it where it enters the post, and then you take a ruler or maybe like a little template stick, line up that little ruler with the first mark and measure approximately 2.5 inches past it, and it's perfect. I decided to guesstimate it.
Larry
And
Hahn.
it's still coming out
2
great.
inches.
Larry.
There it is.
You told me
All
2
right.
inches earlier, bud.
I can't say what I was gonna say. My wife told me I'm not allowed to say crude things because somebody will put it out there. That's the problem.
Yeah, what happens if you run for president?
No, Eric can say it.
Here's what he was gonna say.
Yeah.
Bro, I'll
He
say
thinks it's
anything
funny.
you won't want to say.
He's gonna say he put his eyeballs on it.
No, you gotta say the other part first.
What?
You gotta
But
put,
he can't say it right.
then you got to put
But
your
I
nuts
can't.
on it.
I can't say it at all.
do you like the
I'm
band
so
Imagine
sorry.
Dragon?
Yeah! Wow. I'm gonna put a leg on that. Oh,
Yeah, you gotta put a leg on it.
wow. I mean, can any man just squeeze these with their arms? I mean,
Am I
I
going flush here to the back? Is that
mean,
where
I
it
had to
goes?
put a leg on it
so
there.
the swage area is from this line to the opening of the cavity. So the best way to do it is whenever you put it in here, just line it up.
Oh, that
Close it down?
side. Okay.
Just joking.
Yeah,
Get it. And then open it slightly. There you go.
You got double swage it?
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, wow. I think I need to go to the gym.
See, look at how easy that looks.
I know.
See what happens whenever
Big
you just
one's
eat
missing it.
straight raccoon piss?
Yeah.
Tyler, what's going on with this thing here?
What's up there? What's up, sport?
This one's.
What about it? You didn't cut it.
I didn't cut it.
You done messed it up.
It was like that, bro.
Maybe Tyler,
What?
you want to give your approval on this tensioning of this run, and then at some point, or we can go ahead and, do you want to cut the nubbins off or not?
Summer nubbin.
Who just said that? Yeah, you can cut them nubbins. We're about done. Kind of wrapping up a few things on this section of the deck. You just pull the cable tight, mark it where it is entering into the post, just like we would on a straight run.
There you go.
That is it.
So how far past the mark are we talking here?
This one's gonna be a little bit farther, probably about 2 3/4 inches or so, 3 inches, roughly around there, because it's a 6x6. So that's where we're gonna cut it, and you'll see how she's gonna come out.
We need more of the thingy dingies.
Yep, all the thingy dingies you can think of. We sell thingy dingies, by the way. What size thingy dingy are you getting?
It's a little, it's a metal piece. It's round. It's kind of threaded. Thingy dingy.
That's it. So we haven't put them on the website yet, so stay tuned for it.
You know, I found that the paddle bit was a little cleaner cutting.
Yes, the paddle bit is the way to go, or a spade bit as we like
Yeah.
to call it.
Yeah.
So what happens whenever you use like a regular auger style bit, it wants to carry the bit,
Whichever way it's going.
yes, and you want to be able to like control the feed rate, and then also this bit tends to like grab the surface of the post and twist it, and you don't want that, especially for the wood post protectors. You want a nice clean rim on the hole. So
You really want it to shear that material when it enters.
Yeah.
yes.
And shearing.
That was really the
Travis,
exact
is that
same
yours?
thing I would say.
Would you call me Travis? Or you call me Travis?
Hey.
I'll pay you later, Jason.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Ray.
T-bone. A little hat strap. It's hanging down in front of here.
Oh, that's not normal? That's the way I usually wear it, actually.
Okay, so that is a wrap up for day one, really. We got the main deck done, so that's good. And then tomorrow we just have this other section, and that's really kind of it. And then y'all gonna do siding tomorrow too?
We got to do a little siding to make the railings work out. But I think we'll get it done super early tomorrow. We're just gassed. It is 90 degrees out here. And for us, that's too hot.
Yeah.
We're going to go
Yeah.
find a shady spot by the creek, literally.
Oh yeah.
That's what's going to
Oh
happen.
yeah. Yep. Yeah. So tomorrow, wrap it up, get it done, and go back to hot Louisiana.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm standing here. Nobody told me to walk off. Yeah. It feels pretty good. Just whatever. You know, just had to test out the brakes. I mean, you know.
Good morning, it's day two. Gabriel the country over here, just outside of Bryson City. And this morning, the crew is Jaime Perkins.
What's up?
Erik Perkins is doing some work with some cabinets and Jono. And kind of what we're doing is we're just wrapping up this last deck. So Jaime is working on getting the siding up over there. The reason that we need the siding is so we can put a board just like this on the other side, so we can put in our lag end stops and complete that little bitty short run.
Should be ready for you here in about 3 to 5 business weeks with the siding.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah.
So you can see we've got a 2x6 that's up against the siding of the house here, and so we're going to put our end stops here, and what we're using are lag end stops. It's going to give us a nice clean and hidden look. Now at the other end of this run over here, since we're using the REVO system and we're using all of our through post style components or hidden type components, we're going to be putting our through post tensioner here, and it's going to be hidden inside of our post.
Afternoon, gentlemen.
Yeah, afternoon.
How's it going? That's yours, by the way.
We've been here
It's probably expensive.
just slaving away.
It's like, I don't know, like
1 p.m.
I don't know. That's the problem.
It's
My
10:17.
beads didn't tell me to get up this morning.
Okay. Yep. I'm gonna go about 1.25 inches high. There. Oh yeah.
Just waiting on these guys to finish the siding.
So,
Jason was supposed to do it yesterday, but
dude,
I don't know what
tried
he
to
was
do it
what he was
yesterday.
doing.
These guys said no. You got something caught in your neck.
And then the bugs are out. It's hot. You got ticks on you?
I did.
I want to check you for ticks.
That was a Brad Paisley song.
It still is a bit.
If you say so. You know, whenever you run your cable through here, you pull it tight, you mark it where it enters the post, and then you cut the excess amount you need to be able to recess your stud for your through post tensioner in your post. You want to make sure that you always remember to slide on your wood post protector. One, make sure it's sliding on so that it's pointing towards the post, and then go ahead and put your stud on. It's really, really easy to forget this wood post protector that you need for your through post tensioner. So just remember that. Always slide on these wood post protectors. Make sure that they're on before you go ahead and crimp on your stud.
You like doing that by yourself. I know that.
The last one.
What's going on there?
I don't know. Somebody must have jacked up these holes. So you want to put these in kind of simultaneously, because whenever you've got a post like this where you've got two through post tensioners at the same corner post and you're doing your 3/16 offset, it's a lot easier just to crisscross them simultaneously rather than get one installed, or even you definitely don't want to install one for one run and tension that run up, because that stud now can't move, so you can intersect the two studs. So just makes it a lot easier whenever you can do them at the same time, and it'll save you some trouble and frustration. Whenever you do have your lag end stops attached here to a board that's up on siding, make sure that that board is very secure into the house, your stud, whatever it could be, because obviously you're going to be loading this up with a pretty good amount of tension.
Leave it a little, if it hit. That one might be a little too long.
2 nuts away from being done. You just like, it's like when the horse smells the barn or something like that. You know what I mean?
And
That's how the cookie crumbled. I noticed that you were complimenting my hat a lot while you were here.
Yeah,
And I think it's because you really like it.
I do.
And so I thought, what better thing could I do to express my gratitude for you, but to give you your own awesome hat,
Oh, wow.
you know?
Wow.
Um,
This is a little more wrinkled than yours, but
right,
I don't really know
well,
what to say.
yeah, that's just one I found in the truck there, you know? Oh yeah,
You like it?
wow. Do I look that good
Sorry,
in the
it's
hat?
mine now. Styling, profiling.
That's a real look for you, right?
Yeah, it is. I think my wife's gonna like it.
I'm sure.
I'm gonna walk in the door whenever I get home. Just
You
like
know,
this.
you'll get more respect around town when you dress like this.
I think I would too. I think it kind of emits a lot of authority. You know what I'm saying? That I'm somebody serious.
Oh yeah.
Just about everything that I do. So as it for this episode of Cable Rail the Country with Perkins Builder Brothers, who thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for coming, man.
Yeah, no,
we appreciate it.
Awesome job.
This is awesome. So where can everybody at home follow the remaining progress of this cabin?
Yeah, good question. If you want to see the rest of this house get built by our crew, you can look on Perkins Builder Brothers on YouTube. And the playlist is called Building a Mountain Cabin.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. So that is it for this episode of Cable Rail the Country. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm Tyler with HAAS Stainless. Thanks for watching.